Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Hydrology 9 and X Dab of the Day by Claudius 9. Hello, everybody. As always, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe to the channel, join the Senior Stoners family, and send a like my way, please. And comments are always looked for and replied to. Who wants to be a badass and get the life that you want? I bet we all do. So you probably know that changing life and improving life is a big interest of mine. Mainly because I'm in it, okay? And people sometimes try to launch themselves. People try to get programs and how-to guides to figure out how to change an aspect of their life. Whether it means starting or growing a business, getting in shape, moving to a new spot, working from home. What you look at right now with me are badass ways to get the life you want. The way to shake it up and achieve your goals. Let's stop being the ball that's rolling down the hill. Let's start pushing that ball back up the hill. Here we go. Let's stop worrying about what other people think of us. It's a hard one to get heads around for most people, but once you do, it's life-altering. The truth is that people will always have opinions, no matter what you do. Holding yourself back and not chasing the life you want because of other people will only leave you feeling stuck. Who cares about what other people think of you? Think about it. Wouldn't we rather be the person who works towards our goals rather than the one that sits waiting? You got to invest in yourself first. That's right. After high school, after college, most of us don't think about carrying on with learning, which is quite a shame, believe it or not. What skills can you learn to help you achieve your goals? You got to think about that. Well, instead of wasting time reading gossip magazines or playing around on the internet, maybe we need to look at books that teach us valuable things, or audio books that make the daily commute and the daily grind more fruitful. Remember, invest in yourself first. Choose your influences. Think about it. First things you got to consider when making changes is the things that influence your view of the world. If you want to be an entrepreneur and start your own business, stop reading horror stories about how bad the economy is. Your subconscious listens to everything that you tell it. So you've got to decide what you want to be true to you, for you. And you've got to take action in spite of fear. One of the most powerful things is to take action in spite of fear rather than waiting for it to go away. You see, when you're living an exciting life, there's always going to be an element of fear involved, as you have new experiences constantly. Rather than let it stop you, remember that you're uncomfortable because you're simply traveling out of your comfort zone, which is positive, and it's a choice you've made. Maybe find a spiritual practice. Maybe meditate. Maybe find a way for you to get a supply of wisdom and inspiration inside of you from outside of you. Let go of our pasts. We've all had painful experiences in our lives. One of the first things you want to do is remember that resentment is like holding a hot coal and expecting not to be burned. It's healthy to not carry resentment around. You got to work towards it. But if you're not sure how to do that, just try different ways, and believe it or not, the more effort you put in, answers will come. We've got to stop talking and start doing. Now think about that. A lot of people like to make lists. A lot of people like to write things down, things they're not doing to reach a goal. But one of the best ways to stay stuck in your life is to constantly talk about the things and never take action. If you really want change in your life or achieve a big goal, you've got to commit to being someone who takes big action and talks about it after, rather than the other way around. Remember, we live a cyclical world like a Ferris wheel. You go on top, every time you cross over, you get two things: hope and opportunity. And if we can get our fingers on the window, so by golly, we can get our bodies in the window. We want to listen to people who have what we want. Maybe we should stop listening to the broke friend about how to make more money and grow your business. I know it sounds obvious, but it's not. Most of the time, people are so quick to give advice that they aren't qualified to give. We need to seek out the people who have the life you want and learn from them. Read their books, take their classes, watch their videos. First-hand knowledge is worth its weight in gold. Choose who you want to emulate. There's so much out there for us to take control of and be a badass. You know why I picked that topic for today? Because it's so many times that I say to myself, I'm out of control. It's not my control. Well, guess what? It is your control. It is in your control. What do you think of that? Here we go for our dab of the day. We're going to put some wonderful new diamonds in. Just opened up a new batch. Got some large ones. Let's put a nice one into the bucket. And we can start rolling now down that dab train road. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. The NX produced very good clouds. Excuse me. If you enjoyed, pardon me, today's topic, don't forget to subscribe to the Senior Stoner channel. Send a like my way, and comments are always responded to. Hope you enjoyed today's video about being a badass. Cheers, everybody.